Hello, everybody. Larry Ridley welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. It's the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got a great matchup in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. The Rams come into this one knowing defense is going to play a big role, and much of that is going to come down to being opportunistic and dictating the tempo of the game. If they can do those two things at home, they'll have a very good chance to put this game in the win column. With that, we'll send you out to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, where we'll check in with the two men calling the action, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there. And not ideal there, Charles. Poor field position to start this one. Bad return.
Bad return, Brandon. And every head coach tells his team right before they go out, fast start. We need that. In this case, they didn't get it.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They go to Elliott again. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Oh, I love it when we see some basic football here. Toss, sweep, that's one of the first plays they put in the playbook. And if you're the offense, you're trying to get those big guys around in front of your runner to get him downfield. And if you're the defensive guys, get up underneath them and finish off the play, just as they did there for a loss.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a third down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Newton on first down. On the move to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a second down. To throw on second down is Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On first down, it's Newton. And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
play fake here on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, Ryan. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. 10 yards still left on second down. Again on second and 10. It's Ryan. Surveying the field. And he comes back with one complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third down, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He goes underneath to Freeman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
We always talk about game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Suggs. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he's got room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Elliott, toss right. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead. Jeez, I don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about...
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Michael Bennett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, Freeman. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the former Falcon, with it. And he's going to return it. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Play clock winding down. Here's Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yard. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. They come out with one back and three tight ends. This is Bell. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. And a special play there by the special teams. It's one thing to fake it. He ran it in. Do you want me to download that game? I think the special teams coach saw something on film in preparation for this game, told the head coach now's the time. He got the green light, and they worked it to perfection. And he's going to...
I got you. Alright, it's downloaded.
Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a two-point try. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this
Black Ops with me.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And now another one thrown incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next. Even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to cut it back left here. And a cut back left and a crease here. And he cuts it right and into space. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. The Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll be second and goal.
It's hard to stay mad at a player who fights for yardage, even if it's not successful. But on this play, I'm just looking at what the defense did. We always talk about gang tackling and getting more people to the football. How about the job they did there, the discipline they had? No matter how hard he fought, more and more people showed up and helped create that big loss of yardage there. That's the kind of play that the defense gets excited about.
Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Running with Elliott. Shreds the tackle. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation.
Bases stills in the building, flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Things done changed in hip-hop, sizzle and Bobby out the slammer. Hip-hop start on the East Coast and then move west now down to Bama. I'ma bring it back to New York, hold on, then throw your hands up. Pass me a cup with in the club with the juice in the bent out. I'm not trying to take it slow, working hard, cake and dough. Open up 24, we striving for that goal. I'll stop for nothing, I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Giants, everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are giants. Just get rid of Oreo. See me like milk and Oreos. Dipped inside the audio. Platinum plaques in my portfolio. My lines are finest. They blow your mind like you could do what you wanna do. Whether group or solo. Boston cold with a bowl of chili. Summer cheesesteak on the roll in Philly. I'm a patriot. Don't do a hatred. If you make that beef, I'll smack you silly. Back on up on this. Before you with this, you better walk jumping off the building. Yes, oh, got the heat up the show. Face up the thermometer. I'm gonna take full control. Hey, Paul, let him know. I'll stop for nothing. I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are giants. Heart of David, you know it takes just one to see us. Novus ordo seclorum, e pluribus unum. They changing climates and replacing humans and fracking soils while bulldozing forests. But they can't defeat us. They could not destroy us. For the average team, CFOs are after cream. GMOs extracting genes with everyone on my TPS. Everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, roll up, roll up, get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight. Just as long as you're there in the brink of the light. I said, roll up, roll up, roll up, get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Can I get an amen when the night ends? There's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul. Come on. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, roll up, roll up.
Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Coming up, we've got a good one in store between the San Diego Chargers and the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks come into this challenge game knowing that for them, it all starts and ends on the defensive side of the ball. They say defense travels well, so if they can apply some pressure, maybe create a turnover or two, they could be in good position to steal this one on the road. They're getting close to kickoff in America's finest city, San Diego. So let's head out west and check in with our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Two former division rivals in the old AFC West. The Seahawks and Chargers are underway. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
I'm actually old enough to remember him hitting the league, and so many people are talking about his throwing motion at the time. A little bit unorthodox. No one talks about it anymore except in admiration. The ball gets to the target really well and usually with big production.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. One man in the backfield is Gordon. They're going to give it to him running right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. They'll run here. This is Dexter McCluster. Look,
I can still see that 6'6" on his jersey. and him rattling running backs and getting after quarterbacks. He used to wrap his forearms up, and he just had the big flipper come up and thump people in the chest. He was an absolute marvel playing in the linebacker position, especially right there in the middle. A Hall of Famer in 1978, and deservedly so.
The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. Now Gordon on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a fourth down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. Now Newton on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
That one goes for 24 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll buy some time right. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up second down. On second down, here's Newton. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Julian Edelman from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after.
Uh-oh.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And the Seahawks defense heads back out there now. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over, because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
Yeah.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right. Set. 3 down. 380. Hey, check. 380.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. It's complete. Right side to Benjamin. And he gets it down to the 32. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
4 down. Set. Alert. 380.
Final play of the half. Rivers to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And Larry, apparently very brief confidence report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Newton on first down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's Newton now on second down. Rolling to his right. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a first down throw for Newton. Drops it underneath to Elliott. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, here's Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Melvin Ingram, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And some room to roam now. And he's brought down. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Seattle first.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And inside the 20, and we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
This is Elliott. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
We focus our attention on the Seahawks defense now. A field goal last time is what they gave up. In a close game, all these drives start to feel so critical.
And they are. And, you know, we've met so many defensive coordinators who just really hate the bend but don't break mentality. They're much more of the aggressive school. But that mentality has won a lot of games. If you're only giving up field goals on drives, that usually keeps you in it and gives your offense a chance to retaliate.
Yeah, and right now it's got them with the lead. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They'll look to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And they're going to speed things up here. He's back to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air.
So cute. And then this one's funny.
Almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
This will be fielded at the 17. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Newton's going to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And he fends him off. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Newton steps away to his left, fighting through, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. All right, so the timeout over, and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. Newton. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. right, so then instead of a 2-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means they're going to need to sweat this one out after all, partner.
Nothing comes easy in this league. That could turn out to be a miss of disastrous proportions. So now they need to call on their defense one last time to bail him out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And now the spike comes with 15 seconds on the clock. That's complete to his running back. And a nifty... And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Third down now following the completed pass. He'll look to throw. He's got time. Look at the time. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end, we win. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming.
Hard to admit that I used to draw portraiture in a human form, doodle of a 2-headed unicorn. It was soothing, moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth who refused to belong. No name nuisance, stews in a bedroom, booze in a brand new cuneiform. Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone out to the yap of a magpie, unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, little bit of backlight, black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all you get to, being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod, distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of giving a light, I left some will to spirit away. I let my fears materialize, I let my skills deteriorate. When about a thought of what I should have been, continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. Used to paint, hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face, stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was bloom and addiction, a miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids in a minute, drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil or a linen. Joy to the poison, voice to the resin. Capture a map with a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine of a portion reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap rush, then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury alive. I let my means of being dissolve. I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down you a ring.
DJ Fresh, DJ Fresh, DJ Fresh. Now I've been to New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met a from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and Andretti. Met some killers in Memphis, like they from Oakland. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses, literally I'm lean. Mix it like a bought it in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sun, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me up Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt, darling, I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me of home? You know that state of gold with the bed. Them other places come close, but they don't compare. Now I've been to New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, California, no place like California. Fresh off a flight to Boston, got a BZ in Maryland that I pipe too often. Headed right to Austin, most likely flossing. Tight, exhausted, high as a forklift. Handful of goons out in Colorado. Any given afternoon, you can catch a hollow. Honestly, it's the same out in Richmond, Virginia or California. Either state, you can get it. I done seen everywhere from Russia to Delaware. Trust me, I'm well aware. Barcelona to Bel Air, Petty to the Detroit. Don't tell him he saw how heavily he balls. Every project, every seashore. And I ain't content trying to see more nomadic. I probably wanna belong. All it takes is a melody to remind me of home. Now I've been to New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, California, no place like California.
Mom, what time are we leaving? Alright.
off the ground. Don't run, just stay a while.
Welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL and Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On deck, we've got
the kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Newton on first down. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a second down. 35 right at the 34 here. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down, it's Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Addison in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Third and long, it's Newton. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Now the longtime NFL punter Donnie Jones on to kick it away. Back deep for the Panthers, Ted Ginn. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he...
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. To throw on second down is Newton. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
And none whatsoever.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And they've stopped him on the first 2 downs. Obviously, this is an important play coming up here. I think it's more so for the guys on defense, because if they stop him here, I think they've set the tone for the entire game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Julian Edelman from 6 yards away. And the Rams are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now, after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Carolina getting set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. That'll bring up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Newton again. A dump off here to Stewart. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Stewart is the lone setback. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He gets it to Brown, complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Taken in at the 22. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Marshall, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Newton. He's going to air one out, and that's caught inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Sturgis able to knock it through.
Jeez, don't you at least want your guys to get a drink of water? Probably pretty thirsty.
Whatever, your wish, our command. Third quarter now. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
You can have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Over the middle here to Brown. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. That's taken on the 25. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's Newton being chased out, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Mario Addison in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Carolina getting set to take the field. And 3 out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On second down, they run with Stewart. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And probably the wise decision there. No one open, he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it, but remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And a short game. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mike Bennett in there to take him down. And the clock will roll. And quickly, they get to the line. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. To throw is Newton. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the non